take it to Sen City. Give it up for Sentinels!
Hey, really nice. But an open plant. They've gone for heaven here. Now a refight will be on the cards. Out towards ramp now, everybody. Side by side, shoulder to shoulder. One slip up could spell disaster, but that double face just off the boombot contact. Paranoia followed it up, and now they're finally at least taking a bit of that space, but they've got to refight past this wall, waiting for it to go down now. Clearing it.
SEN are trying to be extremely thorough here, but the more time they take, the more Mazzino's pull is going to be just an endgame checkmate.
Slight slip up there, Zekken just not having the gun out. King just holding it down, straight into the elbow. You can't remove it. And that's LEV.
And there's nobody home on the A side. Yeah, but no rifle dropped. He was only running with a ghost, so it's not a huge opening in the round for Sentinels. They'll need a little more.
Tech's going walkabouts, him and Aspas hunting for some more kills. Love to fill up the ult meter. Guardian not getting the job done, but will he expect Tex tucked? Just a bit of bait, swinging round 10. Oh my. Still good for the one, but eventually with the trade now, dropping down onto the site. Can feel the pressure mounting onto Com. Has to really adjust the aim here just for the boombot, but the damage definitely being pumped into them. Zelsis from the back here. Pull. First line of defense onto this one, dissuading this from the plant, but Aspas taking damage. Mazzino with the rifle.
They're
this
so
is
weak.
Scrappy and weak and winnable. No planted. Out wide. Second with the ghost. That was earned a little bit earlier. Sticky! Sassy! Oh my goodness! Playing field being brought up a tad. This new year of DCT.
And of course, Aspas could still be an incredible danger in this round too.
Wow,
Shot in the back,
shot down, shot in the back, and he did have the rifle. Will be retrievable once the carnage is cleared out through mid.
And Leviatán playing this eco round as the sisterhood of the traveling vandal. Just dropping the gun around, seeing if anybody can make use of it.
It's Tex's turn. Free aim in the right spot there. Through the wall, no bullets connecting. Flash with the repeat. Used in kind. Util still creeping up onto the angle, but will crosshair placement be good enough? Lots to manage, lots to watch out for. That is a dirty angle. Zelsis, he wants a little bit more here. Pushing all the way up. Clearing out the players. Pesky problems up into heaven, so a clean one for Sentinel. Taking all that space off angle by Zekken. What can he do with a rifle? Satchel. Seems to delay and deny. That's just Sassy with the Spectre still. Double drop down, too much to deal with. Playing close to the pillar, you got a crossfire setup from Sen. They're really just trying to evade capture, but Aspas doing so much for them. 12 seconds, remember, time becomes an issue, especially with 10s holding close. Through the box, John is there, 6 seconds. Has to be the committal. Did time? I'm not even too sure. I'm not too sure. Did it have enough? It's a win! No! It's a win, not enough time! Unbelievable!
The milliseconds on the clock here.
Yeah.
It's got to be like single-digit milliseconds that made the difference. It was extraordinarily close.
Nail biter, 3-1 lead for Sen. The defense side is going to be where they're favored. They put a lot of work into this, especially on split, like the analyst was saying. Ram through, Aspas. So damn low, there's coverage there. Over the shoulder, that's Tex.
And that's very good awareness from Leviatán. Tens fights A-ramp, super aggro in a lot of these rounds.
Aspas, seen him do this one before, updraft. Over the top, now a dash as well, follows it up before the util. Sassy, he's still alive. Just maintaining that ground, flash through, that's a peek from the rest of his team. It's connecting onto everybody. Blind as anything, Aspas. Through the main angle. It's being watched for, and he's a lone player. Left to do so much here, Aspas. We know he's capable, but he just cannot land the Blade Storm. Marooned, isn't he? On an island into the corner. This time the nade will clear him out surely. Dash forwards there. Sassy still gets the one. Follow up second, spamming, spraying and praying. Only with the Phantom though, it's damage. Bullets going wide here. Plant for King. Themselves now into this post plant. Casino from afar will be again the backup, potentially with the stars, but already in straight into elbow damage. Weakened. Second on 12 HP. How did they get themselves into this one? It's almost an impossibility. Maybe with the satchel to set up the play, but nobody wants to peek for it. Leading the charge, Zekken, weaken a player, showstopper, and fired! 2 versus 2. You gotta get a move on here. Players round Zekken, 12 health still, and trying to do it versus the star player of this team, Aspas. He bides his time, he waits it out, he knows he's got a cross, but he misses the initial shot. A tap, Zekken baiting, but ice cold from Aspas. He knows how to win it out.
They should be able to get a post-plant Viper's pit down. Look, all of the Seekers going up there.
Yeah.
Actually,
one's going into sight, so that does put some concern and consternation into it. Celsius spraying down with a kill trip. Close angle, Zekken still there. Tries to disengage with the satchel, but can't get loose. A King.
30 seconds left.
Still there with the hold down, and the pit really giving that cover and fire. Sentinels are fast onto the approach, just spamming all the corners. Not into the usual places, but it does allow them to get into the site.
This is so difficult, so awkward for Lev. They could just get swung through. Sassy, though, has no flash.
First contact for Aspas. That is magical. The reaction times. Fire on all cylinders. Snap to the side. Celsius and King onto the high ground here. Cage tapping away. Half on the diffuse. John QT. He will be removed. The molly on top, but is it going to be enough, surely? Potentially. Celsius! Decay and vulnerable, but already half on the diffuse. Sentinels was by getting these lurks in through A. It's so much more difficult to do that when there's a Cypher on the other side. You don't know when you're going to hit a trip or a cam. This time, though, John reluctant to dominate this smoke with Aspas having popped his knives. Could be inside of it. He certainly was. I hear that dash here. Full control. All for the side here. The Viper's pit, though, that's going to be blocking off the screen's angle. It allows King to play deep into it, but it doesn't cover the actual spike. They're committing the Cosmic Divide into this. It's on a weaker buy round, a really all-in approach from Lev, and it has to come up with the goods. Aspas, still with the Blade Storm. Smoke dropped down. He's just trying to sow some chaos into it, make sure he can play the distraction, but it's all being watched for. 2 players there, still from the main angle. Mazzino a tap onto this one, round to the back, and he does bite back, half on the defuse. Celsius. The pull wasn't in time for this one. Re-smoked off as well. That's going to be putting this all on the line. The pressure there. Sentinels. Maybe you can point straight to the Tracers. They're going to be swarming his position on from the high ground approach. He doesn't know which angle to watch for. How does he get that kill? It's precise. Players into the position. King takes a cheeky one. Bite of the apple. Backs away. Doesn't overstay his welcome.
Excellent timing in the round there from King. He's put his players in an advantage situation. SEN are going to find it difficult here.
Squad.
Heal on line 2. Top these players right back up. Crossfire. All into spawn. How do they deal with this? It's all watched into main. The movement tends, attempting to jiggle and force that fight out, at least isolate it. Has to be given up now by SEN. They realize it. The cage as well to partition up a section of the side. 20 seconds. Gonna move on.
Destroyed.
Dash forwards by Aspas, clearing it up and cutting it up into the side. He wants to take the peek. Trying to play the anti-flash, John! There's 2 kills. Spike still up into heaven. He got to drop down here. Mazzino got to go for this plant.
It has to be safe.
Oh my, round to the corner. King trying to exert his control onto this section of the map. At least maintain that control for it, but just locked down into too many unfortunate positions. Potential playmakers. Nade. No way. Comp. Almost blinded himself into the process. Follow up with the Molly. Almost with the transfer. Celsius. Guy's looking like an absolute menace still. With the Stinger in close quarters, that's really where it thrives. So Tex, exchange of the weaponry into mid. You can start to calm the round down if you are Lev.
King knows that there's a camera up here. Breaks it. Maintains a little bit of pressure over towards A heaven. In the meantime, TenZ is walking out B main, just using that info and having some bravery to go and take a risk. You could argue it's unnecessary in this kind of round, but Lev have picked up 2 rifles. It's quite even.
Second looking for the walkout. Sees it, first shot. Not quite landing to the dome, but it's damage done equally. Has to back away and respect this now. Plant onto B.
Satchel out.
Section to the side here. Lev seeking to reclaim a bit more ground. Pushing forwards into...
This ult is so good.
Big ult.
It lets second and TenZ know whether or not they're being pressured.
Oh, in a small phase, Mazzino was just trying to cross into a better position, a better angle. It's all onto Tex really with the rifle. King can you do? Only with the Sheriff wrapping around. The tap onto the defuse. Tens. They're picking them apart here. And the damage, far too weak. Tex just can't make getting that ground like they were hoping for, but now taking it in a different direction. Cosmic Divide playing in front of it. Sassy's there, backing. Now away. Kill trip. Tex just trying to hold this one for us, but he's lit up like a Christmas tree, and you can play Ring Around the Roses, weaving in and out. The Cosmic Divide, it does not matter, will not protect him. Clearance called here by Sen. Pushing down now with the Trailblazer, flash forwards. It's all being utilized, making sure that they can just make this as difficult as possible for LEV. But with the plant down, maybe they can have a go of it. Still, all the players in position onto the post plant, pushed up onto the site. Complete control for Sen. And it's slow. It's the way the siege goes here. 5 players, they can pick them apart, but Aspas might just be the first one to do it. King alongside him. Filling up the feed and ready. Need more where that comes from. It's all down to Aspas. He can't get it done. Mazzino anchoring position into elbow. We've seen many players pop off from this spot, but can he do it too? Look at a draw with that one, but he'll take it. Sassy drop down and out of the fight now. Will be the plant.
30 seconds left.
Safe position. Forwards. Second, actually giving up the ground when he hears the flash and the footsteps once more, following up behind this one. But is it a refight called? He's still holding this one, hoping for the right clicks. Tex finding it. A stun now applied. Really finding this one difficult. Risks have to be taken for Sentinels because it's all LEV right now, picking them to pieces. Round into the corner. And how have they managed to find this? All the kills. John QT. It's 4 so far. Ace available, ready and waiting. The crowd is chanting. They want it, they can feel it. Tex shuts it down, but the damage, 18 health, sticking half on the defuse. It's all 10. Gives some ground into B main, and a call is being made here right at the minute mark. Well, slightly util with the satchel forward, still using the orb to cross into the site, and they're trying to flood attempt to defend this one. LEV, will it be enough? Second. Just run straight wide there. Into hell, into the smoke. Playing off of instinct. Plant. I'll push back. Exactly 4 players up now. Ult online with a neural theft. That's going to be spotting out where any of these potential players are. And Zekken, of course, he jumps on the chat. Bomb removed. 2 players left for LEV, and it's everything that has to be invested. It's a miracle if they win this one. They're going to go for it. You have to at this point. The crossfire set up his jiggle peaks, watching for the high ground angle. They know where the last player is. An impossibility for King. Truly an impossibility. He'll do some damage, but that's about it. As soon as the orb goes down, it'll be the timing for them. Not even waiting for it to go down. That is so damn fast. The orb doing the damage again. The kill, team kill into the feed. Tex. With that one, Aspas round to the side, but instantly traded off, and this is Sentinels storming and taking the lead with mid-control, but they back away. Call in for the pause in the round.
This is so difficult for Leviatán, with only 2 players left alive. Mazzino's forced, and this makes the round almost impossible. They'll be in a disadvantaged situation with no idea where the Sentinels players are positioned, trying to pull off the retake. And they've got to go for it. You can't save 2 stingers into the next and play for overtime, 12-3 down. You got to go for it.
Few advantages here for LEV in this situation. They've got 2 flashes on comm. It's planted in a safe tuck position, so the post plant might be able to deal with. But do you really expect Zekken here onto the high ground? Drops down. Hearing that one, Mazzino should be comming that one to his team. Information for him, but with the cage as well, splitting this one up. Now comm doesn't want to use Util, doesn't want to reveal his hand. He's contacting up into it, spraying through. But leaves it just down to Mazzino. Early peek here. Smoke propped up. Didn't even tap this one. Didn't even force the swing and face out Sen. Eddie, there's Paranoia. Bit of a whiffage there. That was Tensys, I believe, connecting onto him. But Zelz is also being brought down. King into the elbow angle here. No one else to help him. Good movement in the end, but it's traded instantaneously.
I have this spike. Spike planted.
All of these players from Sentinels very grouped up. A little more awkward for them.
Positioning is, it's a nasty one. You have to try and take the fight to them. That's the cause of that flash out wide. Stun still up, it's being covered. Showstopper, it's well earned now. And out wide, playing for the fuse timer, really biding his time. Zekken, he's boasting, he's beckoning them. Come towards me if you dare. But has he bought enough time for the slam dunk finish? Aspas ripping the head off Tens. In through the back now. Second, nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Double dunk, dodging and juking. Sassy! Time is not on their side. Sentinels winning map number 1. Hello. Side with the flash to set that one up. That is perfection. You're witnessing it.
There go 2 of the sheriffs.
Yep, painting a masterclass before our very eyes. And John QT.
Comfortable Sentinels look playing retake on split, that they've drilled these retake protocols here on Breeze 2. The wall's going to be helpful. Com court as well.
Look at that.
Trying to go for the backstab.
Sen biding their time, holding it down, and then they re-clear mid together with the peak all the way through. I mean, these players, do they stand the chance? Mazzino and King got to come up with more than the goods here with King.
How has King got
lovely 3-piece King? It's only down as Elsis. Hold up. Damage. He's weak. Right click's doing it. Spotting him into main, but King, you gotta think he's favored! It's all him. Attempted with a flashy here. They're all being picked up. The protocols seem a little bit dodgy by Lev, even though a 1 up. You gotta still expect they could just make the same play from the pistol.
And that's a really common setup as well. It's not like Tens is innovating there with that flash.
No, it's pretty simple.
My camera is destroyed.
Same kind of feel to this as the pistol round. They haven't lost as many players, but it's still disadvantage for Leviatán coming into B. Sen happy to play retake. But with 4 pistols, they shouldn't really be favored in any of these long-range engagements.
They really shouldn't. Shots, 2 in a chamber, enough to get the job done for Aspas. Reload, reposition. Knife dealt with on top of it. Lovely damage there from the spam. It just looks curtains here for Sen. Really going down to Aspas, giving this guy easy access to the ultimate for a future round.
We haven't really seen anyone tear it up with the Outlaw recently. Like you said, this is great for the overall economy.
Aspas going for this?
You'd rather keep it, surely.
Surely, get back out of there. Will survive, I believe, yeah.
And the Sen players playing to deny those.
One left for it, would have to be to the dome for the kill here. Now you start to see it, Util. Flying in, seeking to dissuade them from trying to take that kind of space. Second, he's gone. Taken out of the fight. Pop flash play, 10 to the re-clear, but as a smoke drop down, Aspas is getting out of there once more. To safety now in numbers, playing with the rest of them. This one is going a bit skew with across to the map. Yes, Tix did fall. He was playing onto the flank there. They don't really have to worry about the mid presence as much, but player disadvantage for Sentinels. Lev. Wonderful chance here onto the bonus. Underhanded, flash, Mazzino pushing forwards, the reposition. Aspas still there, active into the fight here with the Outlaw. Cage up. Needs to be held with the ground. Half under the defuse. Such a wide face. Such a wide face. And Leviatán. Weak enough.
And there you see Zekin is forced to jiggle peek it. No utility to hold that area. Punished for it. And this, I think, for Leviatán is going to really start conditioning Sentinels. They're either going to want to fight over halls themselves at the start of the round, have a trip there every time, or start pulling people away from the outsides of the map because they're worried about the lurks.
Revealing.
Looking into mid, that's Aspas. Look at that, plenty of targets to choose from. Looking the other way, but finally adjusting with the aim.
Spike planted.
Not much to do. The 7 players with the guns that they do have, so another clean one here for Lev. Make their way up to 4.
Which is already more rounds than they got in the entirety of Split.
Yeah.
So you can see here that the map making an enormous difference.
The money
and also
is booming.
Just momentum making an enormous difference. You think back, it doesn't catch onto Aspas, so the Blade Storm's still online.
Spike planted.
Man off for Mazzino. Tap. Warning shot. Second. Hello. Other side of the map. Just with the knives there. What more can you really do if you are Sen spammed in through? That was the underhanded flash to try and set that one up. Nasty business. Aspas, Mazzino. Cool, calm, collected. 2 versus 2 though. Still, you got to think time on the side of Lev here. It's ticking the position and they don't know where these players are. Even with the movement, it's offset. Zeltis can't survive. Gun picked up. Dash still there. Second. You'd have to be handed so many more after that. And King with the perfect swing. Tex, Cage. It's a gap in it. Still with the ult online, it means that Second actually can't dash out of there. He's kind of trapped, entangled towards the back of the side. He needs some support and assistance from the rest of his team. There's a dart here, lit up, Tex! That is monstrous. John QT to try and reply here, but there's already players approaching the position, and look at that, the plant going down without any issues whatsoever. Into the post, perfect molly. Forcing them back out into the open. You've got to try and double up here. For SEN, it's just looking too damn hard.
They need some picks early on. Com is in a great position to just win the round towards the end.
Another perfect molly. This time from SEN, though, pushing the players out of the default spot. But you're right, they do need these picks, and Com, the difference maker. The difference maker. An attempt there with the trade. Sassy gets it online, but he's just one man. What can he do?
Like a contact re-clear, and Tex should get caught off guard there.
No way, no way! Just about escaping. Sassy, though. Drops down and locks down that angle. John QT with a very wide face. There was nowhere to hide for Tex. Ult online. Couple of guns granted, and you're going to see the positioning of these players here. Lev, you've got to get a move on.
Extremely different approach in this round from Sentinels. They're the team pushing the tempo.
One player, though, to try and take the fight as John QT will pick his timings wisely. Doesn't look like he wants to overplay his hand. It's been clear. John QT. Absolute beauty with that one. Sassy opens the door wide. Is the face. 3 players in main.
That's super bizarre.
Cam does see all.
And this is where the whole split could come in.
It could, and it needs to come in right now. Clutch, surely, for the team. Plan was pushed back. Aspas, though, head removed off the shoulders. Counterpart finding it through the wall. Zekken is doing the most.
There's a lurk on a lurk happening here. Tex manages to find his way up and around the back, but he can't get a kill out of it. Zekken
You can hear the footsteps onto the sand, the rustling around. And yeah, he's just dropping into his face! Something being cooked up. That's a close angle being held into main by Zelz's flash reclearance. A little bit off with the timing, but not for Sassy. At least he does. Claim the one. Backs away. Needs to get out alive, though. He's tagged up. They're chasing him all the way down. Close to the door. Opens up. Back to safety.
very nicely navigated there, but there's still danger.
For double doors. Texas and win it. Reactions from Tens. Expecting the follow-up into the wall. Sassy just didn't know. He's just operating purely off the timings that he expects there. 30 seconds roughly in the round for Lev.
30 seconds left.
But they still want to go for this. Tap. Nade forced out, going wide. Aspas still has the dash here, but well, can't contend, can't contest. His former teammate, a championship. Down at the feet. Flash through as well. Zekken's got to try and find a shot. That's a really, really unorthodox position. John QT punished for it. And all that util send flying. Zekken, he can't stand it. Not against it. The onslaught, the rush. Incoming here from Leviatán. They've opened themselves up now to the site, into the post plan. Everybody intact.
Lev forced to work for this post plan, much more than we saw in the first 6 rounds. But they've done an excellent job of it. There's another punish onto Tens. And in a 2v4 facing this pit, unless they're able to get some random spam through, it looks very difficult.
Lovely pop flash by Mazzino, sets himself up for that.
Really well played this round from Lev. Overall, we've seen that defensive combo of the Cypher and Jet work out really well for other teams hard anchoring on B. But instead, they looked like they weren't really ready for Aspas doing the updraft dash setup. Amen.
SEN giving them the space. Hopefully willing to do so. Far enough back into the position here. You're seeing lineups, but here's a Hunter's Fury. Sets this one up. Surely a tag, yes. Damage, no, not quite. Only the one burst. Bringing down Tens. Plus 60, 70 HP through the box. Exchange of the bullets. Slung back and forth. Kills. The advantage now for Leviatán once more, but evened out, but right back at you. I mean, Aspas is not slowing down for a moment. Flash in his face, all up to Tens. Can't adjust the aim in time. Aspas able to withstand it. Blade Storm of a flash play. I want to deal with the dart either. Got that tag onto Zekken, so he has to respect it and play towards the back of the site. Aspas trying to take the door straight to it. Jet counterpart, King. Taking out Tens, door opened wide and just swinging, facing from so many different directions. The rush of players and bodies. Sentinels were finding it difficult to hold on.
4v3 post plan already. Com looking to see whether a flank is possible. King with double snake bite already playing the lineups.
Com is so fast. Look at this guy's just running with a knife out straight into the double doors. Might be being watched here. SEN got to be have some level of awareness for it. You can hear them. Pinter pass with the footsteps. They reveal the perfect position of the players. 9 to defensive setup. It was like a series of ants, just losing track of the pheromones. Celsius. Com being caught there onto the lurk. It's a big one. It's an open sight on top of that. So SEN will get that plant down. Nothing to push them back. Nothing to play away from this. And it looks like a chance, potentially, to play into the back of the site. 2 players close to default. SEN's in second with a jump spot. One flash still available.
This is where Leviatán were fighting aggressive and finding moments to put pressure on the retakers.
Pop flash, no one to receive. No connection there. Nothing to link that one back up. And here, swarming, pincering into the site here. Has to be all coordinated together. Lev might be able to find something for this. Guns, Tex! Whips that one around, doesn't he? Shock darts, buying time, lineups, buying time still. The players losing the fight, ticking down and down. Aspas realizing he can't quite stick. This one has to be. Watch for King! No way! Sentinels, barely. Flash is a little bit bad there. Hunting down these players, but everybody from LEV being funneled into the tunnel. John happy to go down here when he's just got the ghost in hand. 10 swinging round, kills. Give it onto the opposing side. Everybody down to the spike.
I think LEV, that's a bit of a win in the round for them. Pulls and that push up into vents.
Goal's going to be an A-split. Sees the footsteps, gives him the right timing. Aspas!
There's no way.
He doesn't win the fight. Should have been set up for it. Surely you'd imagine. So King anchoring round to the back there with the door open. Ah, John QT, instantaneous with the swing and the trade.
And this is looking amazing already for Sentinels. The conversion on this bonus could be right
30
here.
30 seconds left.
Still chances for LEV, of course.
Tens is going for the reflank through halls.
So weak here, 5 HP. Doors opened up. They know there's at least one player there. Nade into the back. Out wide, double face from SEN. Sassy still holding down that one angle, and I talked about chances. Tens, last one left for them, 5 HP. Mazzino sees him first. Well away from the setup. The goal is that B split. Yanking players are going to be set up for success. LEV, we feeling the heat. It's all the way turned up. Beautiful flash though. Aspas wide, no kill. 40 HP. Oh, chasing down the kill.
That's a disaster for SEN. They should have had Aspas dead to right.
This guy is still here. He just can't be removed from this position. Finally, Sassy takes a job straight to him, but you're right. It's a disaster right now for Sentinels. A disaster that results into the 11th round here for LEV. It's been a weird one so far. Both one-sided affairs on the either side of the maps. No way! Aspas!
How does he still get one in that position?
It's just filthy. Magnetic to the dome. Lurking through, the tempo increased. Sassy, he's gone. Dark close, drone now. Second guessing himself, calm. And he might have pushed up deep here. Zelsis sticking the plan this time.
Spike planted.
Knife, a little bit delayed there, but it does cancel out the drone to get too much more value. Flash, push, anti-flash by Com. Great awareness.
Very well aware.
Players now approaching the position here, diving onto them. Zelsis here. He's got to do so much here, but there's 3 players rapidly approaching the position. And no easy fight here from King. No easy fight at all. LEV up to that 12th now. And he's into Zekan's face, stops him from pushing forwards. Another one to set them up deeper. It's Tens this time. Aspas out in the open. Wide as anything. Going for the repeat with the dash. Still there. Crouch. That's Tens. Tens. Dash. Avoiding, evading. Mazzino with the swing. He's definitely that supportive player helping him out. Drone. Tagged up trap. Cannot evade it. And cannot dodge it. For Sentinels, everything is just lying onto this round here. Tens with another one.
And an unusual play there by Com. I think he must have heard the call that they were committing to B, because Com just sprinted out through double doors and has given this away for his team.
3 versus 3. Neural theft. Revealing all. King with the reposition. Almost getting caught.
LEV have lost track completely of what's going on in this round.
All place. Does buy a bit of time though for SEN with this plant. Getting down, 2v3, can't let it slip. He handed a golden ticket, at least to stay in the map. Nade. Back against the wall, Sassy wins his fight. 2 players to support him, in through main, and a possibility for Mazzino. And I'd have to toggle in this spot, and yeah, not happening.
But it should. It's so unexpected. The drone should clear it, however.
Yeah, has to respect it. Drops down, protects. Close to the corner. Bonnie hopping away. Second.
He made a footstep. Mazzino knew he was there.
Even the sound cues betrayed by it. Up through mid now. Different direction called by SEN with only 33 seconds left. The rotation has been pulled by LEV. Look at it. They've got so many bodies just sitting into halls, expecting that to go in that direction, but all of them now regrouping up. Recognizing what's on the line. John QT is traded.
The trade is actually perfect for Leviatán. It gives them another gun to work with.
Sassy's going down. All of this, it's crumbling. And yes, the Viper's pit is up, but Celsius, you got a lot to do in this spot. 3 players. Guns acquired. And that one round that stood between them, LEV, they can feel it now. Under their control, in their grasp. A chance for match 3, and we will get it. They're into hookah, and the rotation's already abound here for LEV. Pressure on pretty much every section of the map. You can feel it, the uncertainty that's settling into the pistol round.
This is the value of the Yoru. Go and take showers at the beginning, make it look like B, you can end A. You're just teleporting all over the map. Look, they've grabbed 3 players B. They hit the weak side.
Aspas, though, he's going to be fast on the rotation here. King and Com playing close, defending the smokes. They won't cross past that line. It was drawn straight through the sand. A good opening. Now Lamps. Seeking to try and grab that one, but right into the crosshair of Aspas. Nasty, nasty stuff. TP. It's going to be called for the rotation, but with 40 seconds left, you can pick and choose your destination. Will there be a return on the fire?
Yes.
Looking to re-clear into short. They can hear it. Aspas hears it. He knows exactly what is up. Calling for the flash from him and his team. No clearance at all. It's all Aspas. Here to stay, here to play.
We'll see whether LEV just give it to them. This round they have.
Spike down A.
Wide out in the open, seeking at least a bit of damage done here. You to them. I mean, players going down. Still, TENS is weak enough. You've got to think that it's not as much danger. John QT.
That's really bold from Aspas. If he had been punished for that push, makes the round eminently more winnable for SEN.
Forward position. Spike.
Go to Spike.
Regained.
They know that Aspas is here on A. They now know.
Just being jiggled onto the corner by Com.
Enemy remaining.
And then no adjustment. But the spike drops, the round pretty much over and done with.
How many rounds is Aspas going to hold on to the Outlaw? That's what I'm looking at.
Flash. Making Tex think twice about that approach. Trailblazer is broken. 2 shots landed. Mazzino. It's nice with it, but no kill there onto second heel. Still online. TP into Lamps. There's no real prior setup to that one, and TENS just goes down. Simple as you go. 3 players now. Call is made to re-clear. They are just trying to run this one down into the close quarter weaponry. Straight up brawl being taken. Trying to overwhelm it with the firepower. Molly's cross side. That's seeking to delay a potential plant onto the default spot. All of this pulling the util out, but the pause in the play that's called by SEN, maybe they can pivot into a different direction.
Com is there, ready and waiting. Should they fly through the teleporter? Looks like a very good setup at the moment from LEV.
Noise is cut. Finally, signs of life here. Celsius with the plant. Gets it. Off and online.
That's a big win for SEN. Being able to get the plant down without taking any damage.
There's a player disadvantage. SEN over-peaking themselves a little bit there. John QT going down. Only 2 of them left. Second. Has got to try and hold it down here with the reload. They're going to start to know he's in there, anticipating with a double face. Still, he needs some damage, he needs some kills, he needs something, at least anything right now to make this winnable for his team. Swarmed and overwhelmed. Too much pressure, and LEV with the bonus round conversion. Off to a blinding start here, map number 3.
And there was some amazing...
Makes them all the more susceptible once more to Aspas, but he's not in the direction they're heading towards. Ult, dimensional drift, picking out the players. It's a full disengagement. They don't want anything to do with this one. They're willing to give up the site. Util still coming out flying. Looking to push them back. But Celsius will get this plan online. Smokes fading out in the open. Lovely timing for Tex to catch.
They would like to have Com Seekers here, but he's pretty far away. LEV are going to be late into this one.
Flash.
Amazing
into the back. That's TENS. Yeah, just taking a fight, and he gate crashes right out of there. So, still alive. Lamps control needs to be held. Seeker paving the way, pushing forwards, clap into the corner. They know exactly he is there. Wingman trying to lead that charge for them. A very, very, very wide face. Tex, he falls. And still, the Stingers putting in so much damn work. 2 versus 2. Never reposition. Damage there. How do you deny the spike? How do you deny this at all? You cannot. Just the go button being pressed here by Sen. Good awareness by Lev. Look at that.
Celsius just got his ult up.
On QT, 2 players. They just miss him, but he doesn't claim the kill, doesn't confirm it. Flash. It's dodged, but he's got to back away from this. Got to make the call now. So the flank is compromised for the rest of this team. It's going to throw an extra element into the round. Potential disarray. Dealt with. Nasty business, but I think a single one would have done it there for John QT, and they are cleaning up the players on every single section of the map. This retake from Lev, no longer playable. No likelihood, especially now that King has fallen.
A big repush there from Sen. Being able to dismantle that trap that Aspas had set up with the showstopper ended up being crucial.
Yeah, critical.
Lev chose
They're trying to take the fight to them. They fight them! That's Takes just offloading into the ult. He just creeped himself forwards.
Healing over
Thrax really punishing him there. Heal online, Zekken. Back up to 100. 4 versus 4. Zelsis, remember, has this ult in the post flat, has the molly, sends it flying with the first tap. It's going to be pushing him away. Lev, under that time pressure. Under that time pressure indeed, but already these tools are being pulled out of them in a pretty rapid way. Reposition out with a nade. Peace of mind granted to Sentinels here, but still there's that feeling at the back of their heads. A tap from Mazzino. Anybody overstepping themselves? Definitely kills to be claimed and found. Aspas flick towards the side, but now it's run out. All the tools that we were talking about prior. Too much to deal with.
very nice post plant by Sen.
Actual second one blinded up. Zekken, what's he going to do? Making the most over the top again. Blinded. It's just precision with these flashes, and he just sends it flying. It's a random guess.
I'm pretty sure that was a team flash there as well, though.
Nasty, nasty stuff. Feeling it now. Want to try to take the fight to them. They want to fight them! That's Takes. Just offloading into the ult. He just creeped himself forwards.
Healing over
Thrax really punishing him there. Heal online, Zekken. Back up to 100. 4 versus 4. Zelsis, remember, has this ult in the post flat, has the molly, sends it flying with the first tap. It's going to be pushing him away. Lev, under that time pressure. Under that time pressure indeed, but already these tools are being pulled out of them in a pretty rapid way. Reposition out with a nade. Peace of mind granted to Sentinels here, but still there's that feeling at the back of their heads. A tap from Mazzino. Anybody overstepping themselves? Definitely kills to be claimed and found. Aspas flick towards the side, but now it's run out. All the tools that we were talking about prior. Too much to deal with.
His way over. And an A-leaning default turns into a B-lean. Lev, though, got the read, and Aspas is already on his way.
Already fast with it.
I've got your
Into the back of the site now with the nade really clear this one out. Aspas. It's out wide here. Damage bullet spraying going wide still. They haven't contained Hookah. One player sitting there, takes him to the back, and he attempts to hit the transfer, but only one kill. Tap with the rifle still. Dodging and juking with the movement, not quite enough there, and there's a reason why King wasn't swinging. He's only got the judge to his name.
They've navigated this perfectly. What a mid-round call. Center off to A. And King hasn't been spotted. He's going to be coming down short. Is there any chance he gets this kill? He's close. He's close.
No way!
And he's going to get a rifle upgrade.
Hold on. Chances for Lev. They get one more, but Mazzino is being hunted. Awareness from him off the charts right now. Awareness off the charts. Missing the timing. Zekken. Stalking his prey. King. The fuse half, but as the orb fades away, so does his life. Looks like the respect is being shown through the TP now. Exits out, and all that noise that was being made opens up Tex into the wider angle. Still, Aspas. Boombot at his feet. They know he's there. Nade's going flying forwards, avoiding. Doesn't bait the shot out just from the decoy jump spot, seeing if they can hunt him. Oh, he's got a nade in his hands. King, he's jumping right through the air with that. Judge found. Dropped to the floor now with the rifle. The Viper's Pit. Deep Shroud is going to be coating the rest of this point. Makes it very, very difficult now.
Here.
How do you get through this site? Flanks might be the keys. Zelsis shoulder to shoulder, shoulder to shoulder! And Zelsis with 2. 1 versus 1! The approach of Mazzino! Down into A short. It means that really you can place a lot of players here from left. Look at it. 3 of them. Crossfire setups, a call made to potentially re-clear it and refight this one. Yes, with the Dizzy over the top, catching a decoy. Sassy, he's dropped them, 2 of them in fact. Can't withstand it. Mazzino still close into the tube. The second who doesn't overstay it, look at it, just gets the info and waits for the rest of his team to really collect.
Leviatán wanted to fight forwards there because Sentinels have such a great composition for getting into sight, and then when Zelsis has his ult online, the post is going to be very difficult as well. So I understand, respect the choice there from LEV to go for a re-clear strategy, but their players didn't appear to be on the same page with the timing. There were 3 people on B, 1 was holding back, not involved in the play, and the timing from Tex and Com a little off. Doesn't help that they shot TenZ clone either and got a flash to the face. So LEV not quite being able to execute their idea of how they wanted to stop SEN. And the great thing, A default turns into a B default, putting pressure onto Com.
So much information gathered from that Trailblazer. Wasn't broken by Com, still holding it down into elbow. Seeking an attempt to pop out with the reflash attempt. Sassy, he was there, not sure if he was blind or what, but the player's trying to flood in through the back. That was Aspas with the rifle. Still, Wall's going to be cutting up the site here. And that timing, still watching for transfer. Tex eventually brought down. King is late to the party here with just the judge in hand. Don't think he's going to be able to get access to too many more guns, but maybe Zodaray in. Okay.
So it's really difficult for LEV to tell whether there's something real behind this.
It has pulled 3 of these players out. There's a attempt down A short at the same time. Fights happening all over the place.
This is what they did last time.
Shuts down Zekken. Lurk attempt there, not working out. And yeah, it was that fake. And despite the fact that there's only 2 players here, it's Mazzino who just shuts down any funny business. Over the top of the nade, now a TP, pivot right back into B. I mean, they might have think they've done enough here, but there's still 3 players waiting. Now the thrash, over the strike, into the back! It collides directly! Tex, he has to cancel and get out of there, but King dies and falls to it. Close, but Sassy there, Flash, pushing forwards, and eventually with a spray, it finds its mark, finds its target, Aspas, roundabout, sprayed through! Oh my god! The rocket here. Good answer back. That is so fast. Com, it's been jump spotting that a lot with a jump. Oh, head taken off. Another rocket just in case there is one extra straggler. Zekken waiting into the very final moment, but there's good discipline here by LEV. Nobody will be falling victim to it. Still, 3 of them with a lot to do. Maybe Aspas can do it with an ult of his own.
I really like an aggressive position here from TenZ. If he can try and force out the ult early and throw a gate crash to reconnect with the rest of his team, he's just going to neutralize Aspas.
So nice. It's so difficult to try and retake into this. The wall, an attempt at least to try and, again, partition. Segment up there. It's blinded up. He doesn't know where to fire it. Cove to try and get themselves out. Damage done though. Texas drops to 4 HP.
As only TenZ grabs info and then has a gate crash out to heaven.
Long distance Cove. Lands, creates some space here. Wingman to plant inside. But guess what? TenZ is right there, waiting for the time to strike. Gives it up, actually. Lets the plant go off.
Yeah, that's an interesting decision. Trying to prioritize kills instead of plant denial. His team's trying to find some solid retake spots here.
SEN do have showers control. It's going to be important. Sectioning off the map. Only 1 part available to LEV here. Playing this. Oh, just awareness. He sees it. He saw it. John QT wins it. Nolly at the feet. Mazzino. Oh, he's running and cutting. Can't get away with that, surely. But now, just up to Tex. Yes, it's planted for him. Always an opportunity. Always a chance. Cover, cover, cover. TenZ. Having to defuse. He's granted Sassy. He's got to stick it. He's got to stick it. He's got to stick it. Oh,
One and done.
Look at it, it's running out. Seeks to try and take the peak with the wall up. Dog in his face. Yeah, okay. He's backed. Through short. Flash, nice. Bam, right through the smoke. The correct angle and play, but they have given up part of the site. No rotations from SEN just yet. They're thinking they could have pivoted through the TP. If they really still choose to.
30 seconds left.
And leave that territory for John QT to contest and contain. 25 seconds, still no signs of the spike even being planted. 20 seconds left, got to get a move on. A fight into the back of the side. Is that what's being called? Swinging, yeah, with the Dizzy. Still,
Spike down.
players dropping. 2 left standing for LEV. These players either get the spike down or they need to go down, and they will finally fall.
Hear it.
Surely, surely. The dog! Oh, it forces the issue. Mazzino He sped it up there when he heard the dog coming through the TP, but he still catches Zekken in that one and done. Wall now. Straight up and through. Full position by Zelsis. Oh my, he's detained. Will there be saving grace to him? Zenz is at the back, but he's only got the Sheriff. Still lands the second shot. Trades it out. This is a very, very awkward spot. Lev finding difficulties now onto their buy round. Doesn't have the spike. I mean, Tex is just unaware of that one. He was looking like he wanted to right-click to try and get it online. Finally picked up. Plant. Sassy denies it. They're everywhere, man. They're in the walls. They're in the walls. King drops tens. 1 versus 2. Spike out in the open. It was default. John crouched. Do they have anybody eyes on to watch this? Punishing this in prior games.
But you can't really do it with the weaponry that they have.
No.
I mean, what are you going to do? ADS Stinger the guy that's...
Have to be one to the dome with the Sheriff, and it's only Tex who's got it. He's nowhere near. Fast though. Cove to get themselves out. Nade. Rebounds Dizzy and a flash. Nade though. Oh, my!
That is so good. A bounce. No, it's a bounce lineup that comes through from the molly, actually. So all of the players vulnerable up.
Disgusting work. That's a drilled play.
1 enemy remaining.
And this is Sentinels with a momentous lead. That is 10 to 6. What is that?
Toxins going up.
About to say, a bit of a weakened setup out towards B here. Do you still want to try and go off this? Lev, Seekers were used by Sassy. Knows that there's a couple of players still lurking, loitering, waiting around, but are going to be playing more passive position. Sean QT, though, he's in trouble. Dizzy in a flash into the back, along with the showstopper, the rocket sent flying Aspas on top of, really the shed there, high ground angles, Aspas. Beautiful work, Plant. I'll push back, Molly actually missing there, I believe, supposed to, actually, no, yeah, okay, Plant down. Tens with the decoy, aiming to get some ground. Flash through over the top, but this is a great call by Lev. Look at this, nobody really playing onto long. It's a doubled up position into elbow. Crossfire is going to be set up on Wild. Yeah, all Aspas.
What a round for Aspas to come alive.
It's nice and even here on our final map.
There's a great setup here from Sentinels over towards short. You've got Op taking contact, playing Tens in.
Seekers, got to respect this one now. Tens is really overstaying his welcome. Decoy finally backs away. Harbor roll. Clearing most of the way. Players still not in. Look at the flank. The choke. There's a flank attempt. Creating all this noise. There's a Trailblazer right behind them. They are not shying away from it. Showstopper. Where the hell is this one landing? Flash play. They're going to meet them head on, and they will. Left. Trying to hold this one. Shorty. Damage. Oh my. Pulled and picked apart. 2 versus 2. Now Zalsis weakened from a prior engagement. Doesn't have the life to really go into this fight too easily. No more mollies for King. It's a double up call by Lev. Double up call by Lev, and they swing it. No more util. No more life. Very little chances, especially when the discipline is
by a Brim ultimate. I just want to prime people for that. Keep your emotions in check if it does happen.
Shy your eyes away. Flash. Jiggle almost with the punish. Celsius in trouble here. Plant.
Oh no. Oh, he didn't
actually
go for
broken. Yeah, that was a nade, I believe. Finally, second go of
left.
things. A tap. And Aspas. Let's take care of at least one of the players there into showers. Another tap this time. Look at that. Cool, can't play. There's only 18 seconds left, I think. Celsius still with the molly in hand. Tex going for the plant. Rebounds at his feet. Decay! Oh my! 10 seconds. Still haven't dealt with Sassy. 8 seconds left into the back of the site. It's getting a little bit hectic. It's getting overwhelming. But they've just about done it. All of the problems in this round. With barely any seconds left. It leaves it just only up to 10s. Smokes. Drop deep. Trailblazer. Clears him. Has to get out of there. Dodges the bullets. Just about. Reposts himself.
This is a really interesting one. Sentinels are threatening that they could have walked down.
Oh my,
sand,
the wall. 1 kill. Tens. And he trades through the box. So much damage. Celsius has to respond. He has to try and stop them from flooding back in. And they have just done it. Cove dropped down now. There was that pause in the play that was caught by the left players, but there's only 2 of them left. Versus the 4. And it will come down to heroics for any chance of winning this one. SEN should be the 11th round for them. Seekers invested. Has to be the safety with the ult. King eventually traded. And Mazzino low enough, they knew it. He had to stick the plant. Waiting it out. Boombot not seeing anything early on here. Smoke's just being refreshed. Down to the minute mark. Anti-flash for Zelsis. He's worried about it. Pop flash plays, especially when the noise gets cut, but Dizzy over the top. Can't play anti to that. Mosh pit through and into the back, so LEV. A little bit of sight control, a little bit of a semblance of that one, but they don't have showers this entire time. 10 might be a real difference maker. Snake bite. Drops him, wingman, won't be able to get that plant down, so not into the post just yet. And I talked about it, Tens. It's so important that he maintains control. Dimensional drift. Realizes he's being threatened. He's pinging out the plays. He's body blocking them. They're spamming them down. Flash, play, anti. Having a dodge and juke, play and rocket! Second! It's monstrous! And Sentinels are going to the play-ins!
What a fantastic final round to get that one done as well. Slam dunk, awesome team play. Tens with the ult, Zelsis in second with the follow-up.
It's definitely a big weight off our shoulders, but just really proud of the team. We had a hard few matches. We played all 3 teams in the group and still made it out, so just really happy we could do that.
I mean, I think everyone here is certainly happy for you. Sen City is in the house tonight, and congratulations, everyone. Thank you so much to the Zekin family.
Thank you.
Of course.